Hello, everybody. And I wanted to tell you what's happening with the Money series. That is the series of 3 workshops that we announced 2 weeks ago. 2 are done. One, the last one, is happening tomorrow. And the reason why I wanted to share it with you is because this is the first time that I run the series, and I didn't know what would happen. If you remember what I said at the beginning, the motivation, the trigger behind creating the series was because I am seriously working on, abundance and money vibrations in my life. And so it's been very much eye opening. And a bunch of ahas had happened, not only for me, but for those that are participating. And in the first session, we explored the many things that are inside of us that are actually on the way of we creating abundance in our life. And we went digging, honestly digging in to find what are the fears around creating abundance of any kind, where were the limiting beliefs, and in that set, we explore, well, what are your opinions about people that have money? The ones that you've met or the ones that you've heard of. And making that list was so revealing for so many people. Because keep in mind, if the end vibe of that list is not a positive one, then that's that part of you holding you back from being actually a part of that list, right? We also went into detecting or discovering where is your financial thermostat set at. And what that means is there is a figure, an amount of money in which we usually feel comfortable at. When that happens, we allow our life to produce abundance till that level. But chances are that above that, every time something comes that increases that amount in your life above where your thermostat is set at, then you are subconsciously going to do anything in your power to for that to disappear, for that surplus to disappear. And that's actually what's behind the fact that about 80% of those that win the lottery in a few years end up being in a place that is worse than the one that they were when they won it. We don't want that to happen to us, right? So that was part of the work that we did. And based on all of that, also the stories, what kind of stories do we tell ourselves to hold ourselves where we're at? Now that consciously we don't want to be at for much longer, but there is that subconscious part of us that is holding us back. We did all that exploring in the first one, and then we explore how do we shift it and end up with our premise, which is what set of beliefs, opinions I am willing to bring with me forward, and if they are in alignment with what I want to create in my life. That was the work that we did on the first workshop. The second workshop was so amazing as well, because how many of you um, sometimes cannot articulate fast and easily what do you want? What do you want? I'll say it again. What do you really want in your life? And there is not only that, is the everything that is surrounding the fact that a lot of times we're actually not open to it. And when people offer it to you or offer help or collaboration or stuff, we say, no, thank you. I'll figure it out, right? So there is that balance between knowing what you want and how much in alignment that is with your higher purpose, because this workshop is definitely for those that are spiritually conscious. And there is a way in which your human, your conscious mind doesn't need to know what you want, come up with an idea. What about you become aware of what is it that the universe wants to happen through you. And that is one exercise that we did, where you could go into a place that you could be able to see or receive information on what's the potential future ahead of you, the one that you could have the choice to say yes to. And then that being had and knowing that it's 100% in alignment with your true self, with your mission and your purpose in this lifetime, then that would serve as a motivator, right? And it's the one thing that would pull you forward. So we worked on that. And then right after, we went digging for the many layers of the why. Why could you want that? In how many ways could your life change if you say yes and step into the power and the shoes of that vision that was given to you? Very interesting, because a lot of times, I mean, one of the guys participating said, I don't know, you know what, until today I didn't know how to why. And actually I used to say I didn't have one, but we all do. We all do. And we connected with that, and we work ourselves through the process of discovering what that was. Those two things landed us then in the next two that we want to put together as a bigger intentionality piece. Day number one, it was about the premise. Then day number two, we came up with our vision for the future and the purpose of that vision. That could be connecting with what you want and why do you want it. Tomorrow, then we get down and dirty, designing a strategy that is personal to you. Is what things can I do right now? How can I bring myself to the vibration that I need to connect with abundance that is inside of me, the power that I have inside to produce that abundance in my life? That's financial fluidity. In other terms, to attract money into my life. How would that happen? What are the things, the steps? How can I combine new habits with the ones that I have? How can I shift? What small shift can I do here and there? This is where you become active in the process. This is where you show to yourself every day, how is it that you are willing to be a part of your journey, to take 100% responsibility for that journey. And doing this in a group as we are doing it now is amazing. Okay, so super excited. And the title of this live was "It's Raining Dollar Bills," is because actually that's happening. There are a few things that the participants in the workshop series have reported. Somebody actually negotiated a bill down to over $600 a year. Some of the people got an amazing opportunity for career development. And then there is this lady that first just, $20 billing for her, and then yesterday $100 billing for her. So it's raining dollar bills. Okay, if you're interested, you still can. There are recordings of the first two, and you could come into the one tomorrow. If that is the case, you just need to answer with a comment, "I want in," and I'm going to get to you to tell you how you can do just that. I would be super happy to share my journey with you. Loving you to pieces, and wishing that kind of rain on all of you. See you soon.